It's good cardio. I can't use it there. So we came from here? No. I'm so easily distracted, I already forgot where we came from. We're about to head to bed, but you'll watch beforehand? Well, thank you, Pandora. Let this lull you to sleep. Nice nightmare-ridden sleep.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
It's a nice soundtrack. There is a lot of good music in this game, but also a lot of horrifying noises. Alright, we want tinder boxes and we want lamp oil. So it doesn't matter if it's a dream or a flashback, we'll still have the things.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party.
These segments really remind me of Eternal
After
Darkness.
searching for days,
We should really play
they
that
found
game.
the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Spooky. You can't grow a full mustache, you have the reverse Charlie Chaplin. It can take time sometimes. Like for the longest time I couldn't connect my mustache to my beard. But eventually it happens. No, I didn't want to click on it. No! It's alright, we can enjoy a nice little loading screen for a moment. And again. Just peach fuzz. In time, your facial hair will grow. Maybe. Genetics are weird sometimes. Oh, yes. Alright. All about the lamp oil and the tinder boxes.
3rd of July, 1839.
It's like Moses
Today,
trying to
I picked
part
up
into your
Herbert's
nose.
things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states,
I mean, we've all been
"Covered
stuck in
Daniel
orb chambers
after 1
before.
hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through
There were a lot of
and
Sudoku
Herbert
puzzles
had to
down
take
there.
some extreme measures to continue.
Really pushed their
Finally
limits.
visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
That was actually just a Rubik's Cube. You saw Joker, I saw Joker today. It is a rather depressing movie. My review is, it was okay. Like, I didn't like it all that much, but I didn't dislike it all that much either.
Daniel. What? Still having nightmares, I see.
Andrew, on the other hand, very much enjoyed it.
Can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
Your dad and brother are going to see it, but doesn't seem like you would enjoy it. It's hard to say. Like, it's a pretty downer of a movie. I mean, obviously, it's about mental illness and shoved into the DC mold to a degree. Competently made. I thought Joaquin Phoenix did an amazing job. He's a very good actor. But it didn't really do much for me, I suppose. Broken luck, you say?
The key. Please, let it be here.
Joaquin Phoenix? Mr. Phoenix? Is that the man you're asking me to say the name of again? Oh yes, it's almost Heidi time for sure. Yep, I think it might be out there. It's a very slow-moving movie.
July 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly.
God, I love that
tar
orb.
proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
And it's my favorite bouncy ball. Alright, I don't remember if the monster keeps stomping around or not. Yes, no, he smokes a lot in that movie. I was joking with my friend Andrew that it kind of felt like Joaquin Phoenix was in every frame of the movie, and in half of the movie he was smoking. Which I don't think is untrue. man is just always with a cigarette. It actually takes place in the 1980s. Oh yeah, chest orbs, they're great. I assumed we were assembling the orb from Astra Lost in Space. And we were going to go on an adventure. No, I think the monster is properly gone now. I think that was it. I think this was just a little story room. Close enough. 50s, 80s, same decade. There you go. Man, that door close sounds like a gunshot. Yes, Tinder. Back in those days, kids could play in the front yard. Alright, that's not... Oh, oh. Oh no. No one really fought back. That's about it for that room. I don't care for these dark noises. They don't sound like happy puppies. Letter regarding the letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described in the Hortus Conclusus. It was, as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged, its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artifact paradoxical, captured within stone. I read that totally wrong. An artificial paradox captured within stone. There we go. I thought it said ossuary at first, and I was like, no, that's just a very round D. It's a discovery. I was staying in a nearby village called Alstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails. When I finally found the cavern, I went inside, and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life. But it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine, where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cries of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal, black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The Guardian had taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. I sometimes lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Alstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Gotta catch up on chat here. Oh my god, you're talking about sports? What's wrong with you people? Have you no pride? No sense of decency? It's alright, I played stupid sports too. Hold on, anyone mention lacrosse? That's one thing I had to play at some point. Your school didn't have football, you had no sports teams unless you count Science Olympiad? Hell yes, Science Olympiad. First thing I did when I got to high school was join Science Olympiad. Because they told me I could make a trebuchet. And now I'm out of lamp oil. Oh boy. We'll just, put it in there just in case. Try and get by without it. You did mention lacrosse, good. Or, no, not objectively good, but... Early childhood for me was a lot of, like, being told I would be forced to be playing certain sports. And then eventually being free of that and getting to go on and play Science Olympiad instead, which is not a sport you play. Chambers of the Human Skull. Never cared for lacrosse. I mostly enjoyed spinning the defense stick as a baton. A staff, rather.
What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's
Poor doggy.
definitely there.
I do not care for this doggy torture. I like puppers too much. Come on. We could do this. Come on, rabbit. A little bit. And now... Oh, yes! Damn it! It didn't work. I believe you mean shuttlecock. Use the appropriate name. Nothing in there. Why did he have to go and hurt the dogs? I don't understand. Sorry, buddy. Sorry that happened to you. Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genius. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Shuffleboarding? Jesus. Oh, that's a hardcore sport. Anything else fun in here? Nope. Just warm up the fire a little bit here. Oh, tinder boxes. I do like finding those. Oh my god, gotta get rid of this evidence. It's a deeper fireplace than I expected. Really pile it in there. Hmm. 1658, January 9th. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I am still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they will prove less of a hassle to acquire. Fishing tournament time? For a split second, I was like, oh, he's playing Animal Crossing. Then I remembered. You're playing Fire Emblem, which also has fishing. Make sure we're not missing anything before we leave this place. Oh, did someone throw lamp oil in here? We're free. We could just leave. There's nothing holding us in here anymore. Or maybe we don't want to go into the woods. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath. Yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who in all fairness should have entered that gate. Gerald loves fishing. Every once in a while she doesn't quite nail the fact that her character is just super obsessed with that guy. Emergency deaccelerator. We're inventing cars in here. Why, hello there, Ro Jimmy. Are we tipsy or just whispering? We're playing some spooky, wispy games. I am not terribly tipsy. Although I am headachy and slightly nauseous, so I guess we have that going. It's almost tipsy. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods, are inserted, It's tipsy, but without the fun part of being tipsy. Alright, that was very profitable for our lantern oil game, but also makes me think we're probably going to be dealing with something scary soon. When's the Anthem playthrough? Listen, I do horror games, not torture. Alright, tinderboxes are good. Both types of tipsy require Advil later. This one requires something like now. It's alright, we're past the really bad segments where everything was very like swimmy vision and the chase through the water. We got past that segment. We're in a nice calm zone, so it's not too bad. So how's it going, Rojimmy? I'm sure it's fine. Whatever's down there is probably not after us. Alright, we couldn't make that jump. It's a little bit too far. Tread carefully. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, game. Jesus Christ, so bright. Is this after I touch that stuff? I don't know. Rip legs. I wasn't using them. Until it counts it as being done yet. No, I'm sorry. I've already read it. I don't want to do it again. I just want to make sure I got all the stuff. It's so bright. Alright, it's empty. That means we're good to go. Oh, it's just like real life. How do they know? Alright, so that's where we were a second ago. Guess we're done with this particular area. Been through all the doors. You flipped that. I don't know why I even try sometimes. I don't remember leaving a torso here. I feel like I would remember that. So we did the guest room. And we've done the study, and that's all the second floor rooms here. So that leaves us with... Remember infecting your school laptop with every disease known to man while pirating movies during PE? Very good.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
And way sexier because no pants allowed in this elevator. I love that he calls it an ascending chamber. I think that's what I'm going to call every elevator from now on. It's like, dude, we gotta take the ascending chamber up to the other room. Well, I guess we should use the elevator because that's what the flashback was about. Obviously, we have to go to the machine room. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, but that's locked. Can't go in there either. And what do we got here? Got a machine parts and a surgical needle. And Banzo's pop-ups, so at least that part of he's safe.
Don't forget your
Oh my
bag,
god.
Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shame will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
It turns out the shame hurts so much more than he could ever imagine. Storage. R.I.P. Professor Taylor. Autopsy of Jane Doe is a pretty good movie. I was a little bit annoyed by... well, I can't talk about it too much. There was a subplot that I felt like didn't have any payoff. But overall, good movie. If you want to watch a bad movie, you could watch In the Tall Grass. Boy, is that... Not great. Not great, Bob. In the Tall Grass didn't quite land. Alright, tinderbox is good. Oh god. Alright.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Oh, Screen, you gotta stop doing this, man. Won't budge. I wrote something in my journal. Rubble from Kevid is hindering further passage and storage. Find a way to get through. The darkness in the storage feels strange and unnatural. Find the key that unlocks the door leading to the machine room. Find a way to start the engine that powers the elevator. And an important key is hidden in the guest room. Oh shit, there's something in the guest room we missed. Get $1 for every time. For everything that you haven't tried to stick your penis into, you could buy 3 things from the dollar store. I want to know what your 3 cutoff points are. What are the 3 things that made you stop and go, nope, not worth it? Alright, we've been in there. I think we came from down there. Yes, it's actually Persona 5 ripoff. Sorry, spinoff. Ripoff. Wrong word. It's so goddamn dark. Alexander, I have prepared the explosives you needed for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosive and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I've arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you're ready to go. Love you, Agrippa. Alright, fly sound effect. You gotta leave me alone now. Please. I cannot deal with this fly sound effect. Thank you. So goddamn dark. Alright, we got a bunch of tinderboxes. Let's just go ahead and light that. I know, I want to cry sometimes too. Oh, that's lucrative. I've been in here. Not quite what I was going for. Oh, we need another part. Tindy boxes like candies and torches. So very dark. Oh, here we go. It's rusted. Oh, we need the drill so we can drill into these. There we go. All right, got partially filled pot. Can I quick save? Damn it. I'm pretty sure if I mix this one, we'll just die. So obviously we have to try, right? Sleep well, Pandora Reactor. What? And explode. It's actually kind of unexpected. I really thought that would blow up. Alright, we're looking for the collapsed area. But I am unable to form maps in my head, so I need to run around wildly to find it. This is not it. I think it was downstairs. This way. Here we go. Oh, hey. How do... Ah. Oh. Nothing restores sanity like blowing things up. Remember that. Good life advice right there.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Seems awful dark. Alright, let's explore this room before we start going anywhere else. So we've got a number of doors here, but let's understand our central room first. Gimme. Want more things to light? Alright, that's a little bit better. I guess now is time for see what the doors do.
Please, I beg you.
Seems like a pleasant place. Sounds like she's having a good time. It's actually a role-playing establishment. They're all just playing Vampire the Masquerade. It's not actually all that scary. A full set of 3 rods is unavailable. There is 1 rod in the inner study rooms which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. And that it is absolutely necessary always use the spare rods in the storage before using a mended one. Alright, I'm pretty sure something's walking this way. Maybe not. Additionally, I think... yeah, we have all three. So we need to go to guest room again. We need to start the generator for the elevator. We need a key for the machine room. But we now have the machine parts for the elevator at least. Which I think means we're done down here. We'll just carefully sneak back. Yeah, no, see, that's a bad. What advantages does this game have over, say, a train, which you could also afford? Like a real life train? You could afford to own a train? Or is there a game called A Train? It's a very spooky game. Shit. Don't see him. Disparaging the boot is a bootable offense. God damn it. I wish to put out this candle. Well, hot dog. Oh, we're done down here. It's time to go. We haven't been in here yet, son of a bitch. Let's find and take anything of value very quickly. That's it. That's all I had. Let's just stare at the corner and hope it walks past us. It's rather dark. Can't quite see. That's a very good intensive 3-week course. I learned a lot. to the main hall. We're done with the machine room. I feel like this is a safe area in general, like we don't have to worry too much. That seems a little different than I remember it. So we know we're missing a key in the guest room. I move this torso. Alright, there's a key. It's hidden. Sir Will Smith. Alright, lighting that didn't do anything for us. Nice. Really snugly fit that behind there. Hey. I don't think that's supposed to work that way. Whatever, we got it off really hard. Alright, where would this key be hidden? Okay. Sure, just in case. The awful movie? The awful movie was In the Tall Grass. Watched that last night, boy howdy. Not a good movie. Some fairly funny parts though.
Oh, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
The machine room key. All right. Yeah, In the Tall Grass was a weird one. They tried some interesting stuff, but like it's a mess of a movie. So I know we usually go for 4 hours for the late night Wispy Tipsy, but I'm gonna call it here because I'm just like struggling. My head is killing me and I am rather nauseous. So we're gonna pick up with Amnesia again for the Friday late night Wispy. And of course tomorrow we are going to resume Harvester, which is just such a weird, terrifying game. I'm very excited to continue that. Then we're gonna play more Noida, which I'm very excited to play more of. Oh, thank you, Rip. I know like why this is happening. It's a partial allergies were kind of annoying today, and I drank a little bit too much coffee earlier. and it's coming back to bite me. Oh, thank you, Krios. Ooh, to you too. I need more drink. I drank so much water during the stream, and it's not helping. It's mostly like the first person like wibbly wobblies that go on here. They're making it worse. It's amnesia paired with our problem. Anyway, I hope I'll see you tomorrow for the daytime spooky times and more Noida. Have a good night, and I'll see you later. Bye bye. Gotta actually alt-tab to do this. Oh wait, let's see if anyone... Let's raid somebody. Let's raid Cap and K's playing Nier Automata, one of my favorite games. You guys all like Cap and K. Alright, for realsies, have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.